China on Tuesday named veteran diplomat Wang Yi as its new foreign minister, replacing Qin Gang after a mysterious one-month absence from duties. Wang is in fact not new to the job. He held the post from 2013 to 2022, witnessing U.S.-China ties falling to an all-time low. Days before the shakeup, Wang substituted Qin to attend the ASEAN summit after the ministry claimed Qin would skip the meeting due to health concerns. The whereabouts of Qin, who only assumed the role in December, remain a mystery. His high-profile meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in June was one of his last public appearances. He met with other visiting diplomats on June 25th and then disappeared from the public eye. Qin was once considered a rising star and leader Xi Jinping's protégé. He has overseen many of Xi's contacts with foreign leaders and was posted to Washington as ambassador in 2021, following the tit-for-tat spat between the two superpowers. Chinese state media did not say why Qin was removed, but reported that Xi signed a presidential order to make the decision effective. The foreign ministry did not respond to Reuters' request for comment. Qin's disappearance is not the first unexplained absence of a Chinese official. Industry Minister Xiao Yaqing vanished from public view for nearly a month last year before it was revealed he was being investigated for corruption. So what will it mean for the U.S.-China relations with Wang Yi back at the helm? Some analysts believed a familiar face to Washington does not help improve ties, and the sudden removal of an official showed the unpredictability and opacity of the Chinese system. While some described Wang as a diplomat with sway who brings more credibility and stability.
We're in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America, where Prime Minister Modi will arrive for his first state visit. And we're seeing the preparations, we're seeing the buzz around us, and with me are two women who've tracked the India-US relationship as it has evolved over the years. This is Washington's Chinatown. A massive friendship arch draws you in. The White House isn't the only landmark built by slaves. Nearby is the Washington Monument. It's a hallmark of DC's skyline. It's an imposing presence. It's supposed to showcase strength. It was built to honor America's first president, George Washington. This monument, too, was built by slaves. The Washington Memorial, where the Indian-American community has gathered to conduct a unity march to welcome Prime Minister Modi. Such marches are being held in at least 20 cities across the United States.
Bharat Mata ki Jai! Modi hai to, Modi hai
to. Behind me is the U.S. Capitol building. It is part of what is called the front yard of America, the National Mall, home to the most iconic buildings in the country, also the seat of the U.S. Congress. The U.S. Revolution had just ended, and the Americans wanted to create a new identity for themselves, something that breaks away from their past of the British colonial rule. George Washington was the president, and he had a plan. He picked the land himself. He passed something called the Resident Act that helped create the U.S. Capitol and the President's House, which is the seat of the U.S. government. Are you selling drones to India? Which ones and how many?
Latest platform is the MQ-9B, the most versatile, high altitude, long endurance unmanned aircraft in the world.
Look at this. This is an ad for a gun, Glock firearms. And nowhere else have I seen something like this, ads for firearms and weapons so openly and frequently displayed in civilian spaces. This is America for you. It's a country which has more guns than people.